What's up, YouTube? So before we get started with this video, on ESPN, I'm going to be talking about the LA Lakers. Now, I know we're in quarantine and nobody's playing, but I like to just do a little review on the Lakers and what was going on in the season before the quarantine. So I'd like to talk about the Lakers, and let's go back to the standings for the league. Like I said, I don't know what's going on with the quarantine or how long it's going to last, or if they're going to finish out the season or what. But let's go to the Western Conference real quick. Like I said, I'm going to talk about the Lakers a little bit here. So the Lakers are 49-14. Behind them are the Clippers, Denver, Utah. Okay, so the Clippers are 5.5 games behind the LA Lakers, and that's crazy because pretty much the Lakers have been firing on all cylinders when they were playing, and for the most part, the Clippers were doing a lot of load management with Kawhi Leonard and all those guys. So yeah, so the Lakers are clearly dominant and definitely putting in work here. So Utah's 4, OKC's 5, Houston 6. Okay, yeah. So yeah, the Lakers were just killing it, and they're 5.5 games up. So let's go to the Lakers page here, see what they have going on here. Again, with this quarantine's messed everything up, and it's a shame because the Lakers were really, and the Lakers, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, all those guys were really putting in work. This is like felt like it could be a year. It felt like it could be definitely be the year to make something happen. So let's go to the schedule here. Let's take a look at their schedule and their dominance. Nice to get a good look at that to see what they were doing. Like I said, this is a shame because LeBron James was firing on all cylinders. So here's a quick look at the Lakers' schedule for this year. Look at that's a lot of green W's. That's a lot of W's there. Look at that. So the first game they lost to the Clippers, as we already know. A lot of people using the excuse, oh well, LeBron James has to adjust with Anthony Davis and all those other guys. Which I understand that, but it works both ways because you can say the same thing about the Clippers with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George because they haven't been gelled together either. So it's and everybody's on the same page. It's the first game, so nobody should be worn out. Nobody should be tired. The Clippers just put in work. So after that, the Lakers just went on a 7-game winning streak. Oh my God, they were just dumping on people, and a lot of these teams are top-ranked teams right now. Utah's ranked 4 right now. Memphis is ranked 8 right now. Dallas is ranked 7th right now. San Antonio, I don't think they're ranked right now, oddly enough. I'm going to have to check that out. Chicago, Miami's ranked 4th right now in the Eastern Conference. So I'm really, I was pretty, I feel bad for Miami, too, because Miami felt like the sleeper team that was going to come up and make some moves, major moves, because I didn't expect that from them. I know when Jimmy Butler got there, I know Jimmy Butler's a baller, but he took that to another level, and those guys are really putting in work. So let's continue to going down. So they take the first L, or the second L, against Toronto, and Toronto is ranked number 2 in the Eastern Conference right now. So that's a good team that put in work against the Lakers, give them a second loss. Then after that, what's another, 10, 11 wins straight? Winning streaks, but Phoenix, Golden State, obviously we know they're in trouble. Sacramento, Utah, OKC back to back. So OKC's ranked 5th right now. Memphis is ranked 8th, San Antonio, New Orleans, Washington, Dallas. And then they caught another L against Dallas, and Davis had 27 points as the leading scorer. And it looks like most of the games that they lost, Davis was the leading scorer. So let's see the first game. I think it was probably. Okay, yeah, Danny Green was the leading scorer first game when they lost against the Clippers, and then when when the Lakers lost again, their second game they lost to Toronto, Davis was the leading scorer, and then when they lost again, Davis was the leading scorer again when they lost against Dallas. So again, they have another 6-game winning streak here against Denver, Utah, Portland, Minnesota, Orlando, Miami. Again, I feel bad for Miami because they really looked like they were trying to make some moves. They were making some moves. And then we come up on the December 17th, the 4-game losing streak. So that losing streak means a lot. But I like to look at the competition they're playing against. So as they're ranked right now, the Indiana Pacers are the 5th rank in the Eastern Conference. That's a good team. The Milwaukee Bucks obviously are number 1 in the Eastern Conference and number 1 in league. Denver is ranked, what is Denver at? 3 right now in the Western Conference. And the Clippers are ranked number 2 in the Western Conference. So those are some monsters that they came across and weren't able to take care of business. And only in one game was LeBron James the leading scorer. That was against Indiana. So again, we kind of expected it. They played against the Clippers. LeBron James is kind of nowhere to be found, and Kuzma is your leading scorer at 25 points. That's a problem. If the guy coming off the bench is the leading scorer for your squad, and you have two superstars, arguably one and two, LeBron James and Anthony Davis, aren't nowhere to be found again. So we passed that. That was a bad streak of games right there. And then we go again. They go on another 7 or 8 winning streak here. We're just really putting in work here. And Detroit, Dallas, nothing basic. And then the next loss, they lost to Orlando. So Orlando is ranked 8th right now in the Eastern Conference. Then they beat Houston. Houston's ranked 6th right now. Then they lost to Boston. So Boston's ranked number 3 right now in the Eastern Conference. So, wow, okay. Then they keep going to beat the Knicks, obviously. Definitely going to beat them. Beat Brooklyn. Actually, Brooklyn's ranked 7th right now in the Eastern Conference. So what is this against the LA Clippers? So I think something, I don't want to talk about this. Yeah, I know what happened in 120. Let me just skip that because I don't really want to get into that. That's going to ruin my day with what happened. All right, so they lost to Portland, Sacramento won, San Antonio. So they lost to Houston, or Houston beat them. Yeah, 121. Okay, that's what James Harden and Russell Westbrook. They really put in work. All right, so going down, Golden State, Phoenix, Boston, New Orleans, Golden State, obviously. Then they caught the next L against the Memphis Grizzlies. So the Grizzlies are 8th in the Western Conference. So a lot of their L's that you guys have been taking have been against ranked teams. Well, ranked right now, while the season's in quarantine, obviously. At the time when these guys were playing, 2 months ago, the teams may have been ranked, maybe they weren't ranked, but as it stands right now, all the teams that they pretty much played against were ranked, or the teams that they lost to were ranked. And then they lost, last thing is against Brooklyn. So Brooklyn's ranked 8th right now in the Eastern Conference. But I'd like to take a look at the final 4 games for the Lakers before the quarantine. So 4 games before the last game, they played against the Philadelphia 76ers. And we know what was going on with those guys. Those guys have a lot of potential. But they're ranked 6th right now in the Eastern Conference. Then you have the Milwaukee Bucks, the number 1 in the Eastern Conference and number 1 overall in league. And the Lakers beat them. So that's huge right there. That's very, very huge right there. Because that could have been a potential final showdown. And then they beat the LA Clippers. And the Clippers are 2nd in the Western Conference at this point in time. I think they were then too. Well, obviously they were. That's a huge win right there because that's the first time they beat the Clippers all year out of 3 games. So they have 1 game out of 3. So that's a nasty kind of win, or that's a nasty loss for the Clippers with the momentum that they had going in there. And then they're going to have to sit on that loss because the next game they played it, and then it's a quarantine. So the Clippers are going to have to sit with that nasty loss in their mouth for however long it takes. It could be next year. But as it stands right now, the last time the Lakers played the Clippers, they beat them. So, I don't know. You can look at it another way, too. You can say, look, the Clippers are up 2-1 because they have 1-2 and the Lakers won 1. So, you can look at it that way. But whatever it is, you don't want to end up your season before quarantine with the L. And that's exactly what the Clippers took. So here are the team stats and the leaders in points. Anthony Davis, 26.7 points. See, I didn't know Anthony Davis was the leader scorer. I didn't know that. That was LeBron. Interesting. Rebounds, Anthony Davis again, 9.4. Assists, LeBron James, 10. Yeah, steady doing that. Steals, 1.5. Anthony Davis. Blocks, Anthony Davis. Okay, so Anthony Davis is an absolute monster right now. It's a shame that this season, is cut short, or we might even finish this season, because these guys are absolutely balling out of control. You want to talk about gelling with each other? So with Anthony Davis, his rebounds or his assists is 3.1. So LeBron James steps in there nicely and covers him up for that with 10.6 assists. Yeah, man, this is out of control. It's out of control. I feel so bad for these guys because this looked like it was it. And what's Kyle Kuzma, the 3rd leading scorer too, with 12.5? Oh, man. Yeah, I feel bad for these guys. Especially LeBron James, because he's not getting any younger. He's not getting any younger. And this year really looked like, they were number 1 in the Western Conference, and they were number 1 or the number 2 in league. Oh man, this is bad. This is really bad for those guys. But it is what it is. So let's go check out the what do we look at? Depth chart. Take a look at the depth chart. Okay, so let's see here. Get the Lakers. So we have Avery Bradley running the point. He's good supporting cast here, doing his thing here. Let's see here. My phone might not be fast enough to be going through all these guys. Danny Green, let's see what he's about, see what he's got going on here, how his numbers look. So supporting staff, supporting. Then let's go check out probably what LeBron next. Let's see what LeBron James is doing. I know that guy's killing it right now, absolutely killing it. I'm not the biggest fan of LeBron James, but I got to give respect and credit where credit's due. So look at LeBron James. So in points, he's averaging 25.7 points. That's 11th overall in the NBA. It's excellent. Rebounds 7.9, which you can go 8. 22nd in the NBA. That's excellent. Assists number 1 with 10.6 assists a game. That's excellent. The guy's just really out of control. It's not too surprising. But this guy, he's really defensive side of the ball. I mean, he's really taking care of business all over the place. So let's take a quick look at the last 5 games that LeBron James played. So let's see how we did against the Clippers. So against the Clippers, he had 28 points, no steals, 2 blocks, 9 assists. So he's right up there by his average. 8 rebounds. Yeah, LeBron James did pretty good. He definitely did good there against those Clippers and Kawhi Leonard. Let's see, what was his best game? So his best game was against Boston. So I think Boston's ranked 8th right now in the Eastern Conference. So LeBron James is steady doing his thing. Let's see how it did against Milwaukee. So Milwaukee, what do you put up? 37. Yeah, definitely that's his biggest game. 37 points, 3 steals, 0 blocks, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. Yeah, he's dealing with the Antetokounmpo. So let's check out Anthony Davis. Let's see what he's got going on there. Again, it's a shame with this quarantine because these guys were firing on all cylinders. Like I said, they knocked out the Bucks, they knocked out the Clippers, they knocked out the 76ers. I mean, all the major hitters and Indiana Pacers, all the major hitters, and the season's cut. The season's cut. So I don't know how they're going to handle that, but I would be so mad. I will be so mad. So Anthony Davis is averaging 26.7 points, 9.4 rebounds, 3.1 assists. So Anthony Davis again just putting in work, the leading scorer. I mean, leading on a couple stats. So let's take a quick look at his last 5 games. I was wrong because it was Brooklyn. No, that's his games that he played. So we have 2 30-point games, 37. Who was that? Against Philadelphia. Wow. Okay. Let's see how we did against the Bucks. So the Bucks got 30 points, 2 blocks, and 9 rebounds. Who do you get 13 rebounds off of? That's the Philadelphia 76ers. What's going on with their center? I can't believe I forgot his name. I can't believe I forgot the center's name for the Philadelphia 76ers. But anyways, though, so I guess that's kind of pretty much it. We can look at a couple more other players that are, on that starting lineup. Check out Javale McGee. No, let's go with Kyle Kuzma real quick. Let's see what Kyle Kuzma is doing, because the second time the Lakers played the Clippers, Kyle Kuzma was the leading scorer. And I don't know how that works. You have a man coming off the bench and he put up 25 points. And if I remember that game correctly, I think in the first quarter he had like 11 points or something like that. He was up there just absolutely killing it. At one point, he was like the only person scoring. So to have Kyle Kuzma come off the bench and being your leading scorer against the number 1 team or the second team in the Western Conference, that's unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. And have LeBron James not show up and, Anthony Davis, that's just out of control. Out of control. So here we have Kyle Kuzma, 12.5 points a game, 96 rebounds, 4.5, 110. Okay, so definitely Kyle Kuzma is there. He's definitely there. So I don't have too much to complain about with him. But I know he does show up sometimes, and other times you don't know where he's at. But yeah, it is what it is. So let's see if there's anything else I really want to look at and recap. Yeah, so again, the Lakers have been absolutely balling out of control. What are they like? Well, 5.5 games up on the Clippers, who are in second place, and the Lakers are in second place in league. So they're absolutely killing it. I feel bad for LeBron James because LeBron James is absolutely killing it this year. Anthony Davis killing it this year. Dwight Howard killing it this year. So it's just a bad look, and I hope this doesn't ruin anything moving forward for next year. Hope they can come right off the same page that they left on with the past 5 games of beating the Clippers, beating the Bucks, beating the 76ers. Jerome Embiid is the center for the Philadelphia 76ers. I can't believe I forgot that. But so that's the review and the recap of the Los Angeles Lakers and what they were doing. So.